going to be at 2 bases. 2 bases to 3 is okay. 2 bases to 4 is not okay. So he's going to have to do something here pretty quick. I mean, it's fightable. Especially if you're doing M&M though, it's hard to do off just 2 gases, 2 base versus 4. Although at least Jaedong's 4th base is a mineral only. Regardless, I think that Light's gonna have to move out here pretty quick, or at least try and do some more harassment with these vultures. He's not really accomplishing much with these vultures. He's got a couple drones so far. Actually, wow, he gets 2 drones off that vulture. Nicely done. So that attack actually did somehow pay for itself, despite the fact those vultures should have died very quickly. Another hatchery up for Jaedong as well. So he has that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hatcheries, 4 bases, actually 6 hatcheries for 4 bases. Yeah, so Light's got to do something here. He's just building up. He's going to move out here pretty quick, but he needs to move out at some point before too long, just before Jaedong gets too huge. And there he's okay. Now that's the other option. He's gonna, well, not the other option. He's gonna move out and try and take a 3rd base in the sort of 4 o'clock position. I think that's a good move too. He needs to get some tanks on the ground though if he's gonna do that. He needs to get a nice big siege line and just more presence, just more mech in the area, just more crap everywhere, basically. Anyway, he's got a few tanks around, but it's not nearly enough for the amount of Hydralisks that Jaedong could put out right now if he wanted to. Yeah, 4 or 5 tanks, not nearly enough. He's going to try and kind of put them out forward, but he's got to be careful because they're so unprotected there. If Jaedong, attacked with a decent force of Hydras, for instance, he could easily go in there and just pick off those tanks first. There we go. That's more like it. We need mines and Goliaths and vultures in the way. Perfect. So that his expansion's kind of secured, but I don't know how he's going to move out far enough to secure that 4 o'clock base, his new expansion that he's planning there, which the command center is almost completed for. Jaedong, in the meantime, running around with a lot of units in the middle of the map. He's got a bunch of Hydralisks and a bunch of, and those Mutalisks are still alive as well. Just clearing out mines. Very, very smart. Very smart of Light to plant mines around. Mines can be so deadly. I mean, like we saw in the last game, just random mines everywhere can be so deadly against Hydralisk armies if they're not being careful. You can get lucky and kill 4, 5, 6 Hydras like GG the famous jaw drop shot where GG Amo lost like 10 Hydras to 1 mine or something like that. They were clumped up perfectly. Anyway, Light is moving out. He's got 4 or 5 more tanks pushing out to establish a longer firing line. He needs to put some more mines down in place though, otherwise Jaedong could just swoop in from all sides and kill things off. He's got an established point over here at the base. A radiate goes off. Nice irradiate. 2 irradiates go off on those Mutalisks. He pulls them out pretty quick and saves most of the Mutalisks from taking damage. Nicely done by Jaedong. Retains those Mutalisks for use at a later date. Or perhaps a later time, I suppose. Anyway, Jaedong, though, we've been seeing a lot more dropping lately. I'm mostly thinking of... what am I thinking of? Jaedong versus C. Jaedong did a lot of drops, dropping units on top of things while he was sieged up, and it was really, really effective. It's something we've been seeing more Zerg players do in general, but Jaedong was particularly able to put it to really good use. And vultures coming in, killing off some drones. Jaedong's army is all out in the open, not able to get back there. He's going to have to send reinforcements there to kill those off. The drones run in the meantime, but in the meantime, Jaedong is setting up for a huge attack of some kind. Look at the map. He's got the mini-map. This arc of red surrounding Light. He's just got him contained, basically. Possibly waiting. He might just want to just contain him and starve him out and get more bases, but he also may be settling in, mounting forces for a huge attack. Those vultures are going to get cleaned up by those. That's why it's handy to have those Mutalisks around. They're so good for running down those vultures. More vultures going to run out there. The Hydralisks not doing their job, not containing the vultures very well. Anyway, but Jaedong is taking extra bases all over the place. Well, actually, I guess just the bottom left. Just the bottom left is the only newish base that he's got. And anyway, what is Jaedong doing? Oh, tons of Hydras maybe I think he must not have been paying attention to him, and one Hydralisk got attacked maybe, and the rest, the AI is such that if one gets attacked and the others nearby will automatically attack the units that's attacking them. So they probably just ran into their deaths due to that AI thing. And wow, another base being floated up to take, I believe it's a mineral-only base at the right side of the map, so Light is really just expanding like crazy here and just building up a large mech force in the meantime, and he's doing exactly what he needs to, harassing with vultures at the same time, keeping Jaedong off balance, making Jaedong rebuild drones instead of Hydras, just forcing Jaedong to not be able to just put in his full macro mode, although he does have tons of units. Oh my god, huge amounts of Hydralisk there, and this is good too, planting those mines around. Jaedong has been super efficient, super diligent about clearing up those mines everywhere, and making sure that he doesn't lose all of his Hydras to random mines. He's been good about keeping Overlords with his Hydralisk as well, which is one of the reasons why I'm favoring him to win this next battle. Defilers are out as well. Again, Jaedong's been using Defilers lately, such as in his games against Seed, to very, very powerful use against Terrans, Terran mech particularly. I mean, because the mech units, the tanks, can still do a lot of damage. They still do a ton of splash damage under Swarm, and the mines still do a lot of damage under Swarm, but it's just, it can be so effective to have those Swarms there to get your Hydralisks a little bit closer to attack the tanks, and get your Hydras a little bit closer, get your units, you know, a few less Zerglings will die on their way in to attack the tanks, what have you. But it looks like Jaedong is mounting for a big attack. He's got tons of Hydras. Here he is moving in. Is he going to do a rolling drop at the same time? He's just moving in with Hydras right now. There goes the Swarms to protect the Hydras. Tons of Hydras dying to the tank fire right now, but they are getting in close enough to those tanks. Swarms going down right next to the tanks. I don't think this attack is going to work. It's going to fail miserably. Oh, tons of Hydras just dying, exploding, popping, being obliterated. Light does not even... Oh, he's got to repair the command center. He's repairing with... Oh, no! Fails to repair the CC, though. So, wow. He loses all of his Hydralisks, but manages to take out that base. Both players losing a lot more than I was expecting at different points there. I thought Jaedong was going to do a lot more damage than he did. But then it looked like Light was just slaughtering him. You know, there was just gigantic lakes of Hydralisk blood and guts all over that field of battle. But then he managed to sneak in that extra squad. He killed off the northernmost tanks, and he was able to sneak in an extra squad of, like a half squad of Hydralisks, and finish off that CC. And Light just could not repair it enough. I think he screwed up his repairing as well. It looked like he double-clicked it, and they stopped mining for repairing for a second or something like that. Anyway, so the CC goes down. He's going to be able to replace it without too much trouble, but he's going to be able to not mining at that base for a while. In the meantime, Jaedong has taken that bottom left and really secured it. He's got a couple sunks down there. He's got those Mutalisks down there. They were chilling there earlier. I don't know where they are now. So now Jaedong is mining at 1, 2, 3, 4 bases, and Light at 1, 2 bases. So Light needs to take something else here pretty quick. It looks like he's setting up. He might be taking this extra base actually at the sort of 6 o'clock position inside. He's got the area secure. They can retake bases. He can take a couple more bases, so he should start doing that pretty soon. He's going to retake that 3 o'clock base that just got killed by Jaedong pretty quick here. He's still got a few tanks in position there. He's got a CC building over there, although he needs to support that a little bit better. Otherwise, Jaedong could come in and take it out again. But he's also got a CC already over there for that 6 o'clock base. So Light is very soon going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 bases mining, and then he'll be in a really solid position. But Jaedong with 4 or 5 bases and hive tech units is not something to go shaking sticks at. Anyway, this is good. This might come down to the wire here. Both players are doing really well. They're both keeping up their macro. Jaedong lost a lot of units in that one, though, and he's having to re-macro everything up. And here he comes in with some more swarms, trying to break this new 6 o'clock position. Drops going down on everything. Not enough mines in the area to destroy these troops en masse. There's a bunch of tanks there. He dematrixes a couple of them, but this space is completely overrun. Jaedong completely overrunning with cracklings and Hydralisks and swarms, but more tanks coming in from behind are going to clean that up. He's going to obliterate those Hydralisks, but not before, again, they take out that command center and stop the base. More Zerglings coming in, though. I don't know if he has enough support to kill the... Whoa, actually, the CC somehow survives. I don't know if he has enough support to keep those tanks alive with all these Zerglings running in. Oh, my monitor just shut off. I hate that. I gotta turn that off while I'm casting. My monitor shuts off after 20 minutes of idleness. Anyway, so not quite enough Zerglings, no swarms either. Oh my goodness! Oh, Guardians! Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jaedong is making Guardians.